Well, hello everybody, thank you for watching this film. I don't often do introductions, but here we go, just for a change. For the first 2 weeks in January 2026, the West Coast main line was closed south of Penrith because they were replacing the motorway bridge over the M6 at Clifton. Avanti decided to run a shuttle service between Carlisle and Preston via the Settle Carlisle line, comprised of 14 trains per day, which is 7 in each direction. My first reaction when I saw this plan was that I thought I was going to take a journey on one of these trains on an Evero for the first time from Carlisle to Preston and back so that I could enjoy the Settle Carlisle line. Unfortunately, when I monitored real-time trains for the first few days of this activity, I realised that many of the trains were either cancelled or very late for a number of reasons. So I decided to modify and come up with Plan B, visiting a couple of the intermediate stations instead of doing the through journey on Evero. I've also included in the film a description of some of the events which have caused all these cancellations and delays, although I wasn't party to the reasons for all of them. A lot of them was picked up from conversations I had with people on the ground. And I should emphasise that not everything that happened causing these delays and cancellations was Avanti's fault. So sit back and enjoy the film. Thank you very much. Well, what better way to start the day than a train ride? And this is Glasgow Central, and this is the 0709 Transpennine Express to Carlisle. Why is it only going to Carlisle? Well, because there's a big blockage south of Penrith where they're replacing a motorway bridge. And it's very cold today. There was sheet ice outside my house, so I'm wearing a hat and everything you need for winter. As usual, I'm looking forward to a nice ride with Transpennine Express. The heating in the train is absolutely roasting. I'm just moving forward to see if the heating is less severe in the next carriage, if I can work out how to open the door. There's buttons everywhere in these trains. I've got a ticket from my local station steps to Langwathby, so I'm going to do some exploring. Filming the Avanti diversions coming through Settle Carlisle stations is going to be a bit hit and miss. The ones that have been running have been significantly late, by which I mean anything between 10 and 50 minutes for various reasons. And I've noticed already on real-time trains that the 0725 Carlisle to Preston has already been cancelled this morning, and the note on real-time trains said at the request of the operator. Welcome to Carlisle, and to the left there is an Evero which has just arrived from Preston via the Settle Carlisle, and the train on the right is the connecting shuttle, for want of a better word, to Glasgow Central. Well, I've been talking to some of the Avanti train crew and platform staff. They've had problems with the weather because although it's not been particularly cold, overnight it's been -2, -3, which is kind of normal for northern Britain. They've had problems with toilets freezing, horns freezing, engine problems. The engines don't seem to cope with the cold weather apparently, which makes you wonder what sort of people have been designing these trains that they can't cope with what has been normal winter weather. And this is the 0923 Carlisle to Preston leaving, a 10 coach formation, 2 units, and somebody on the platform told me that one of the engines wasn't working. And there you can see the Avanti Evero curving away to the left, dropping down to the Settle Carlisle line. Next stop, Preston. I took this northern train to Langwathby. On Tuesday the 6th, an early morning northern train broke down at Hellifield, causing delays to Everos. Then later, a train coming out of the Arco quarry near Horton in Ribblesdale got stuck for 2 hours due to poor adhesion. A bad day for Avanti. Let's go and have a look at the waiting room on the up platform, which is a nice little cottage. Make a nice retirement home for me, perhaps. There we go. Yes, here we are. Beautiful. And what a pleasant room it is. And there's an information board behind me there which shows a lot of information about the station and the Settle Carlisle Railway. And that's the view from one of the windows of the up platform waiting room. The main station buildings are on the northbound platform or the down platform. On Monday the 5th, most of the Avanti diversions left Preston late, and were further delayed by congestion around Blackburn and also the Ribble Head viaduct. One northbound Evero failed at Blackburn and had to be rescued by another and towed back to Preston. A feature of the Settle Carlisle line is that some of the stations have signage in the old colours of the London Midland region in maroon. Very attractive stations. I believe the whole line is a listed building, if that makes sense. I once had a meal there at the Shepherd's and it was outstandingly good. Recommended. Now we're going to backtrack one stop to Lazonby Kirkoswald, an unusual station name because it still refers to two villages. This is 1Z88, the 0854 crew to Carlisle, running 40 minutes late at Lazonby Kirkoswald. It had arrived at Preston on time but sat there for an hour, not sure why. On the Wednesday and Thursday, the 5-coach Everos seemed more susceptible to late running than 10-coach formations with more engines. They were losing time between Blackburn and Hellifield, also between Garsdale and Ribble Head. Late running trains were further delayed by congestion on the East Lancashire line. On Thursday, one train that had been cancelled for train crew issues ran as empty coaching stock instead, so it did at least have a driver. Let's explore Armathwaite signal box, which is now a museum. It was restored in 2024. So let's go up the steps and see what happens. Seemingly it's open on Sundays, but today's Saturday, so there almost certainly won't be anybody here. So don't try and steal the signal box. And the signal box is a good vantage point for filming the station or trains going through, because the track's also on a curve and there is a whistle board there, which means you'll get a tone from the driver if it's a southbound train. And there's a kind of goods shed over there. This sounds like the bog standard northern train, and there's 8 teenagers with bikes hoping to get on the train. I don't fancy their chances. See what I mean? Well, back at Carlisle, and you might have noticed behind me a rather odd train. I'm not sure what it is. It says on it Varamis Rail. I'll have to research that when I get home. Anyway, the Avanti diversions over the Settle in Carlisle seem to have been behaving themselves today, because I think so far there's only been one cancellation, which is the early morning service, which apparently is because it has to come up the night before as part of a 10-coach formation, which is detached here overnight. And there have been problems with various parts of the train freezing, and they've taken it upon themselves to cancel it because it's unreliable. It's unfortunate that a lot of these trains have been cancelled, mainly because of technical problems. Because of the cold weather, various parts have been freezing. The toilets have been freezing, the horns have been freezing, and the engines have been not coping. And they've had to cancel some trains because the drivers have been misplaced. Once you start getting cancellations because of train breakdowns, then the drivers find themselves in the wrong place. I do like Carlisle station. It's not very busy at the moment because of the line closure at Penrith, and there's a Transpennine there that's waiting to go to Edinburgh. Yep, this is our train back to Glasgow. It's the Pride train.
Yeah, I thought it was probably this morning.
Yeah, because the Pride train has been marooned north of Penrith for 10 days. I've seen it a few times.
Yeah, they left the back.
One thing I'll say about the Pride train, I know some people don't like them, but it is pretty colourful. The man from Ulster just had a little word with me. His view of the Evero trains was that they don't like life. That's one way of putting it. A word about Ribblehead Viaduct. Although the Settle Carlisle was built to mainline standards by the Midland Railway, the track over the viaduct was singled in the 1980s to restrict the weight on it, so it's a potential bottleneck when extra trains are put on Settle Carlisle. The BBC website reported that the new bridge was installed over the M6 13 hours earlier than scheduled, so congratulations to all concerned.
Avanti West Coast service to Glasgow Central.
Conclusion. Well, it's unfortunate that the Evero trains struggle to cope with cold weather, which is inexcusable, and I sincerely hope these are teething problems which can be sorted out, like the famous wrong type of snow, which tarnished the HST's early reputation. Pathing of these trains over the East Lancashire and Sutton and Carlisle routes means that punctuality has to be disciplined, as numerous delays have been compounded by congestion, which is hard to catch up with marked turnarounds, as the train crew need a physical needs break after a delayed 2.5-hour journey. The Arco Quarry trains don't help. As I write this on the 14th of January, these trains again caused problems with punctuality. Hopefully lessons will be learnt and the next period of diversions will work a bit more smoothly. Keep our fingers crossed. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like to sponsor me with a coffee or even a beer, please see the link here to Ko-fi. And I'd like to thank all my previous donors who are shown here on this slide. Thank you very much.